Hello everyone, from GHPhtotography. I'll give you a quick review for the Sony's lens 16 to 35mm f4 aperture. I'm from GHPhtotography, and this is my website. Definitely check it out later on. Let's straight to the point. Let's go to DxO mark. Over here, you can select any lens that you prefer on any single camera and read a little bit about it, see the results, compare, contrast. We have our lens over here with aperture of 4, but if you look here, it's 4.5. I mean, depending, because all the light that's coming in getting trapped by the mirrors and bouncing off. There's definitely loss of light. The score isn't that bad. I mean, it's from all the lenses, it's 429. You got to factor in that there is a lot of lenses out there. And to be at 429 is not bad. You see the bottom, nowhere's bottom ones over here, 1060, 62. This is, I believe this is the regular, yes, it is the kit lens that comes with the Sony Alpha A7 Mark II, and it is a 3.5 to 6.5, but you see the 3.5, 6.5, that's when every time you zoom, that does differentiate. But in this case, for this lens, it has an aperture of f4 straight from 60mm to 35mm. And if you want to plug this onto a crop sensor camera, it would definitely, you would times 16 by 1.6 and get the get whatever the millimeter is, and then all the way through again. It's 35 times 1.6. You'll get whatever 35 it will be on a crop sensor. I do have the lens. It is a little bit of a heavy lens, comparing that it's 4.0 aperture, but it does perform really well. Now let's go to some samples. So let's go. Actually, let me show you some pics of this BH photography. Actually, BH website. You can get this lens for 1,248. It does have a aperture range of f4 to f22. It does come with a filter size of a 72. And it's made by Carl Zeiss. Has a T coating on the glass, which is one of the best coatings. It does, any sunlight that comes in, it just rejects any flares, and that's what the T coating is, a special coating on it. And let me go to some samples here. I'll show you 3 samples here. I did take this wood, about standing 10 feet away from the subject. I took this at 35. It's max zoomed in. And the second one, I did take this around 20mm. And this last one, I took it at 16mm. The 16mm gives you that fisheye. It looks like the subject is floating. That's the greatest part about it. And it's really cool how it makes the background. Sorry for my phone right there. I'm gonna go straight back to this. And one thing that I've noticed about this lens, it does give a little bit of contrast. When you zoom in, it doesn't bring out the darker ends. I mean, I had to open up the highlights here to get this. But when I've edited all 3 of them. When I bring it back right here, you see that here is definitely the shadow it's a lot darker. But I mean, you can definitely open it, but then your subject becomes a little bit fake. You see what I mean? But keep it around here. That's what I kept it under last time. It does look nice. But I have another shot that I took with, I believe it's, I took this here at no, not this one, I'm still using the same lens. There you go here. This is a 55 1.8 aperture lens. And you can see here the hair is much lighter. You see how we get the brown instead of the black coming out. Yeah, I understand she's turning in a little different way, but you still get that brown that opens up. Yes, this lens does open up to 1.8, that's why you get that clarity. But then again, it's not as contrasty. The trees don't have that darker feature. It's I'm mainly notice around the middle section of the picture that it's a lot lighter. Well, that's my short review. Hopefully you guys have any questions, just feel free to comment, subscribe, and if you want to see more lenses, just let me know. And I'll get back to you guys shortly. From GHPhtotography. Check out my website, do event planning. If you have any questions, feel free to comment and subscribe, and we'll go through more stuff. And until next time, guys, take care.